Details you might have missed in Marvel movies. 1. Iron Man's final attack. When Tony fires a laser at Thanos, it's actually his last offensive move. However, we can clearly see that Thanos uses the power of the Infinity Stones to block this attack. 2. Tony and Nebula's bonding moment. To pass the time, Tony and Nebula play tabletop paper football. When Nebula scores, Tony praises her and she smiles. Notably, this is the only time Nebula has smiled in the MCU so far. Speaking of smiles, it reminds me of Tony's first flight test with the Mark II suit. That was the happiest we've ever seen him smile in the Marvel movies. Over time, he evolved into a more mature superhero. 3. Foreshadowing Captain America's arrival. Back in Iron Man 1, there was already a hint of Captain America. After Tony finished a battle and removes his suit at home, we can clearly see a half-finished version of Cap's shield on the table. For the finale of Endgame, we all know Endgame served as the farewell for both Tony and Steve. But why was it Tony who sacrificed himself instead of Steve? I eventually realized that Steve couldn't die in this movie. He had been ready to sacrifice himself back in Phase 1, but that wouldn't have made for a complete story. To become the best version of himself, Steve had to survive.